Good day, everybody. Let's take a look at the markets for the week. Today is December 17th, 4:20 Eastern Standard Time. You can see here everything's pretty well red with a few exceptions here. The Russell 2000, even gold is down. As I keep saying, that should not be happening, but it is. The only positive currency pair, US dollar and Japanese yen. Bitcoin's down as well, pretty steep actually, as well as the crypto 200 altcoins. The FTSE out of UK is still up. So let's check out where to hide with this stuff going on. I put up a video on this. If you want to know more info, what I would do is just go over to quantlabs.net/contact, get on our email list, and we'll get you a Trade Like a Boss PDF, 2 sets. Alright, so let's look at what's going on in the markets right now. Of course, we're using MotoWave, and I'm going to whiz through this. These currency pairs we've gone over enough. Declining, flat, very hard to trade. But this one's the interesting one. As you can see, this extreme volatility, parabolic moves in the S&P 500. Yeah, I think we're it's starting to peter out without a doubt. Again, you can see here gold not performing at all. Golden Australian dollar. We've already talked about the monthly view, so it has dropped back and now it's gone flat. This should, with the uncertainty out there, this should be spiking. And I keep saying gold, silver is suppressed. Now here's gold and Canadian dollar. Same pattern as the Australian. So I'm going to move off. Now, again, this is the really important one. Gold-silver ratio. You can see here, this is where it starts to rally from November 22nd. Decline a little bit, but still long-term, it's increasing. And this is going to be what you watch. Because this is going to be our barometer for what's going on out there. And I keep saying, it's very reliable. Again, gold-silver ratio. Now let's start looking at the silver. On the Australian dollar, it's been declining. Again, that should be moving up. Been very flat. Had a nice pop here in August. But it's been declining since. See here on the 6 hour, 2 hour, let's say, been very flat, declining. Euro is a basket case. You can see here silver has dropped off since the 17th of November. Monthly view, really flat for the last few months. This is where your growth should be, but this is not growth. Again, something like silver and the New Zealand dollar, declining again. November 10th was a peak and lasts a little bit. Again here, flat. Doesn't really do a lot. I've talked about the Japanese yen's been stable. Hong Kong dollar seems to be performing fairly well. Depends upon the currency here. But let me see where I could find. Again, this combo, Euro-Hungary, has been doing pretty good, as I've shown. And that's a growing economy. This is the one I want to show in the markets. It's, I'm not sure if it was this one, the Hong Kong 33. It's been declining. Yeah, forget that. It's not the one. Singapore? No. Oh, I remember. Anyways, we'll come to what I was thinking. The UK 10-year getting a little higher. It's been declining because the market's been getting better. The Russell 2000 been in decline. We know about Hungary. It's a similar, no difference between the US and the Euro. The bonds are falling here, short term, 5-year. Same thing. I think credibility in the US, as I keep saying, is not looking good. So here, this is what I want to show you. U.S. dollar in Hong Kong is climbing. Okay, so there's certain economies doing, I won't say well, but that's a good little trade there. But just means that the reverse of it. But when you look at the U.S. Hong Kong dollar, see here back in November 2020, it's starting to climb. So we're going from 774 up to 780, 10% of the last 10 year, almost a year. Now I've also talked about the agricultural moves. Hong Kong, soybean all over the place, but starting to climb a little bit. As I said, this is the place that you may want to look into if there's a meltdown across the board, because we still got to eat, right? Not precious metals anymore. I would say agricultural product. You can see here it's been declining. Monthly view starting to ramp up there. Not much, but I think we will start to see it get steep if things get out of hand. With with the global sickness, the corn, same idea. It's starting to peak up a little bit. These are places to look at. Look at this. Wow, monthly view, $3 to $5.60. I think here's $7. Okay, that's corn. Fell back and starting to stabilize flat line. So this could start to move up again if things continue the way they are. Again with the rand, another one. This is the South African rand. So sorry, the Swiss franc against the rand. See that steady trend, but it is choppy quite a bit. Copper, another hide up. It's been very flat. We've seen the rally here. Price inflation dropped off, starting to stabilize. So who knows what that means? The Deutsche 30, all over the place, starting to decline. The growth here has just not been there lately. The market's really, compared to other steepness of other markets, stock markets globally, this should be a lot steeper, especially for Germany. It's a whole reflection of the Euro zone. It's not as strong. US top 30, check this out. Not as strong. Maybe I should show you that monthly view for the Russell. Let's see here, a monthly view again. Fairly steep, but I am going to show you what I think is probably the best one out there. Continuing along, we got the pound has been fairly stable on a monthly view. This one is the Australian dollar. Actually, I shouldn't use that, but the pound against the euro has been pretty stable. The U.S. Canadian dollar rallying. Oil is that. But you can see it's been in decline for the monthly, gone flat, slightly incline. I could probably say the same thing about USD and Norway. And here you can see it has had a tiny rally and stabilized a little bit. Again, that is not where your best performers are. Gold in Canadian dollar monthly view. This should be doing a lot better considering what we're lining up here. Euro, look at this performance. It's pretty not strong. This and look at all that going nowhere for all that time, from 2013 to 2019, over 6 years. If you had your money in that, tied up in gold. Let's see how gold and British pound's doing. This would be an interesting comparison, to be honest. See, it's a little better in the pound, but lately it's not been doing too good. It kind of cooled off, obviously, here August last year. Much better than the Eurozone. So that's what I'm saying, that the British economy is doing much better. Well, I should say much better, but doing better than the Euro. Gold here in Hong Kong dollar. A little better out of all of them. And I keep saying, you think the Singapore dollar would be doing better? Gold and Singapore dollar, same pattern. Asia's doing a little better. Silver I'm not going to bother with. Here's the Euro 50. I mean, monthly views here, really flat. Not a lot of growth. Now, I talked about the Euro British pound. Here it is. The stable, it's been fairly stable. So the British pound is better than most. If I move to Britain, that's probably going to be a safer bet than to hang out in Canada or US, because those currencies are definitely, they say they're going up, but they're only going up because of the higher, and prices are going up, of course, for inflation. So I'd rather be in Britain, where it's a little more stable from what I'm seeing in these charts. Euro Singapore, stable again. Again, let's see the monthly view here. Yeah, a little rally. The Deutsche 10-year Bund, slight rally there. These are short-term views. Monthly view, same thing. Again, not top performer. Netherlands, fairly flat. This is the Netherlands. So here's a better steepness. This is much better than Germany for sure. This is the Netherlands 225. So Netherlands doing much better. Now this is easily the number one. Easily. This is Taiwan. Let's see the monthly view here. You just see here that steepness matters, and it's starting to move up a little bit again the last 3 months. So I do think that will continue as long as China stays quiet. 10-year bond, Treasury for the U.S. All over the place. I mean, I would not invest that. Now here's the Chinese yuan. This is fairly interesting. Very, very flat. Monthly view here. You can see this big decline, which says something about China. They've been hard hit by the global sickness. Here you can see also USD Thai baht monthly view, just going really nowhere. But Taiwan in Asia is definitely the better managed place. 10-year bond for the U.S. been climbing, starting to decline there, and that's again credibility of the U.S. as they talk about these new Build Back Better packages. I've talked about Czech, it's flat. Mexico, monthly view, it's not bad, but just not going anywhere. Oil, decline, okay, in the last month or so. Monthly view, you can see that big decline last month. But here we go again with wheat. Can't say if it's moving up, but agriculture will be something to watch here. As you can see on that monthly view, starting to move up a little bit. So I keep saying we got to eat, right? This is something, if things you want to hide out in. Nice performance there with corn a few months ago, but just declined and gone stable. Still looking around. Here, pound in the Swiss franc. Decline, dropped, going nowhere, same thing. Solid decline, really. Bum. And let's do one last one, the platinum, boom, decline. Ooh, I wouldn't touch that. Alright, so that's pretty well it. Again, good places to hide out. As I've said, if you want to know more, just join our email list, quantlabs.net/contact. Right there.